Love is blind, every single thing that went down between Amber, Barnett, and Jessica. As we all expected, the Love is Blind reunion gave us some closure on the season's biggest drama, the love triangle between Amber, Barnett, and Jessica. The messy triangle was seemingly resolved during the filming of the show, but there was still more to come. Here's a rundown on the entire drama, from beginning to end. In the pods. While the contestants were in their pod stage, a love triangle quickly developed between Amber, Jessica, and Barnett. Both women formed a connection with Barnett, and he flirted heavily with both of them, as well as with LC, another contestant whose post-pods story wasn't shown on screen. At one point, Barnett even talked about proposing to Jessica, but backtracked almost immediately. Once they made it out of the pods, however, the relationship that survived was Barnett and Amber, leaving Jessica out. While they were in the pods, though, both of the women seemed confident that they would be the ones to get engaged to Barnett once they met in person. Of course, as we all know, Barnett and Amber got engaged outside of the pods. Meanwhile, after being rejected by Barnett, Jessica decided to give things a go with Mark, whose significant age gap with her caused her turmoil from the beginning. During the show, despite claiming to be over it, Jessica clearly remained hung up on Barnett, even after he decided to get together with Amber. Meanwhile, she struggled to feel a connection with Mark once they met and got engaged in person. Barnett was always apparently on her mind, and that only increased once the couples were all allowed to meet each other. In fact, during one segment in Mexico, she even pulled Barnett aside to ask him if he was really sure about him and Amber. Throughout the show, Barnett was clearly a presence in Jessica and Mark's relationship. Jessica kept bringing him up, talking about how attractive she found him, and comparing Mark to him, while simultaneously obsessing over the 10-year age gap between herself and Mark. Barnett and Amber's relationship seemed to have a smoother go of it, but Amber did have a few confrontations with Jessica. Still, Amber seemed confident that she was the one Barnett wanted to be with, and she turned out to be right. While Amber and Barnett did tie the knot at their on-screen wedding, Jessica dumped Mark at the altar. At the reunion. "You're so fake, coming to my face like we were cool, you were engaged to another man that you were leading on," Amber told Jessica when they faced each other at the reunion. "I think you are a very disingenuous person and I hope, seeing this, you do grow from it, because this is not what the world needs, women who go behind people's back like that." Jessica did apologize outright, showing some surprising willingness to admit how her own lingering feelings messed things up across the board. "Obviously I was rejected by Barnett. I didn't take that well. Seeing that play out, when the episodes aired, is brutal. I definitely do owe a major apology to you, Amber, and to Barnett. I super respect them both. I respect their relationship, and it was not good of me to even ever question that." Amber then walked a line between accepting the apology and still holding a grudge. "I accept the intent behind the apology, I can't fully be there yet." And where was Barnett during all of this? For the most part, he sheepishly sat back and didn't meet anyone's eyes. He did acknowledge that he played a part in the drama by telling Jessica he was ready to propose, but he defended himself by claiming that saying that was a good way to figure out if the other people were on the same page while everyone was still in their pods. For now, he and Amber are still married, despite admitting to having had some majorly rocky moments in their marriage, and Jessica is, hopefully, on her way to a healthier relationship in the future.